Dear friends, greetings, happy Monday to you, and happy May Day. Here we are on May the 1st, welcoming in a new month. This is us with our usual check-in, our Mindful Motivation for Mindset Mastery session. So before we get into pulling cards and feeling into this more, if you've watched me before on these, you know that I like to kind of tap into the energies of the moon and what's happening about that. The reason being is when we look at this idea of mindset mastery, it's about you telling yourself the truth about you and really listening to your inner guidance. It's such a key component. Now, having said that, this is a powerful week. This is a powerful week. This is a powerful month that we've just stepped into. That we in the northern hemisphere, we're in spring and things are springing to life, but it's also about really finding your right rhythm. So what we're going to be experiencing this week, and it's going to show up at the end of the week on the 5th, on May the 5th, which is Friday, we will be influenced. And you see, the energy of this, it ramps up as we get closer to it. So it's really, this is a perfect time for us to just be reflecting on the fact that we have a full moon and a penumbral lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio. A penumbral lunar eclipse is, the characteristic of it is that it is a dimming of the moon, not a full. It's not as strong as a partial or a total lunar eclipse. However, it magnifies or strengthens or makes it more potent the energies of the full moon. And so the full moon in Scorpio is the sign of transmutation and transformation and mystery. And so it's like the depths of you. So with it being a full moon, it's kind of like the harvest, the manifestation, the resolution, the telling yourself the truth. And so what we're being very much guided to, and you know that I end off the session with pulling one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth cards, because that's the key essence. So we are really encouraged and nudged and inspired to have a look at your life. How's it going? Are you holding on to things because it's the easy way, or you're putting up? Good morning, Mort. Nice to have you here. So it's about being aware of, are there relationships, are there beliefs, are there habits, are there patterns, are there projects, are there places that you're being or just doing because it's the right thing to do, or it's always been this way, or you know, it's too uncomfortable to say this isn't working for me anymore. So this is about really tapping into understanding that everything comes and goes. That's what I'm saying, is find your ebb and flow. Nothing stays the same. So where are you on your creative cycle? Are you in a place of saying, okay, this is done, and letting go? You know that I'm really big onto the letting go idea, which is the perfect segue into first deck of cards that I use with these sessions with you is my letting go cards. And so just take a nice deep breath. If anything that I say on these sessions triggers you or brings up some kind of discombobulation, or you need some more support or help, put it in the comments below or message me directly. Because like I say, it's about finding your best way through, finding your essence, telling yourself the truth, allowing your inner wisdom to guide you and create your auspiciousness, create and experience your own potential. Find your potential, follow it. Are you following it? Is it time to let go of things that are maybe not in alignment with where you have come to? So taking another nice deep breath, let's see what we can focus on letting go. And the card that's come up is kind of cool. I love how these cards, it's almost like they have a wee bit of a sense of humor. The card that's come up is insecurity. So like I was just saying, where are you holding on to something because it's the best way to be secure, to be safe, to be comfortable, to be whatever it is for you? So letting go the propensity to feel insecure. Maybe it's a story. Maybe it's not serving you. Maybe it's not in alignment with where you're headed. So, like I say, this is us getting prepared for Friday. You know, the other thing about I said it's a penumbral lunar eclipse. We've been in a 2-week period of very deep nudges and calling to access our own spiritual nature. And why it's the 2 weeks, it's because eclipses happen in pairs. And we had the solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse, and even though we didn't get to see it in the northern hemisphere, we are still affected by it. It was seen in the southern hemisphere. So that it's the solar eclipse on the new moon that opens this window, and then it closes with a lunar eclipse, and that's what is closing on Friday. So what have you learned about yourself? What have you accessed about yourself? Is it time to transform or make a little course correction or let something go and say, thanks, got it, I don't need this anymore? And that can apply to whatever is right for you. This is the time of discernment. This is the energy that I'm sharing with you, but how it impacts you and how it shows up is up to you. So we're going to focus on letting go of insecurity. And I've just been shuffling the tarot cards because I like to pull tarot card and then 3 of the Healing with the Angel cards, and then we wrap it up with one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth cards. So let's see what tarot wisdom will come up for us on this one. And this is interesting. This is the card that's come up for us is 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, you know, wands are to do with your connection with your meaning, with your purpose, with your guidance that's coming from maybe higher levels of you, your higher self. But the 9 of Wands is saying maybe it's time to flow more instead of feeling stuck or sticky or insecure, right? So it's like saying, yes, you can feel like, hey, I've planted my stake in the ground, but it's to look at the fullness of you. Of course, 9, the energy of a 9 is about completion and letting go of what's done now, because you're getting ready for the next. After a 9 in numerology speak, it's a 1. And so after the 9, you know, it's like maybe you've been following things because you were led to believe that this was the best way to be creative or to share your gifts or to align with your purpose. And now you've learned a lot about yourself. And so what is ready to be put down? Put down being, okay, I don't need to hold on to this idea or this pattern or this habit or this belief or this path, because it's helped me. It's helped me, you know, feel into the fullness of what my gifts are, what my purpose is, what my unique talents are. Okay, so like I say, it's a big week. This is a big week, setting the stage for very powerful energies in the month of May. Okay, so as I was riffing on these ideas, I was shuffling the Healing with the Angels cards, and let's see what 3 cards come up for us to support us through all of this. And as always, they are beautiful cards that really support the energies that I've been speaking of. The first one is Serenity. How can you use that as your navigating tool? Where does serenity, where is it for you? And, you know, if you don't feel serene, that's one of my favorite questions that I often say to students and clients, is one of the best questions to ask yourself when deciding, you know, is this for me or not for me, or is this a good choice or not, is how do I feel about myself here? So you want to be using that serenity. Like, do I feel serene in this relationship, in this environment, in this situation? And then what do I need to do to bring some of that serenity in? And celebrate you. Celebrate your gifts, your essence. That once you really use this energy to transform and to transmute. Transmute means letting go of anything, knowing that it's going to be changed into something else, right? So it's like letting go of the things that's the energy that's discombobulating you in any way. And the final one here is blessings. We are always so surrounded by blessings. Sometimes it just means we need to stop for a moment, hands over your heart, and breathe, knowing they're there. But sometimes we need to get out of our chattering mind to actually see it, to witness it, to appreciate it, to speak to it. More of that, please. So using that tool of, where do I feel serene? Where do I feel calm? Where do I feel creative? Where do I feel aligned with my true purpose, with what gives me that sense of connection and alignment with my own truth? Where is it? And are you steering your way toward that and creating more of those experiences and situations? Like I said, if you need any help on these ideas, put it in the comments below or message me directly. But now, getting ready to wrap this session up and send you off into this beautiful week ahead, I'm just going to pull us one of our Liberate Your Inner Truth cards. So just taking a nice deep breath with me. See what card comes up for us. And this is beautiful. The card that's come up for us is I Am Purposeful. So see what I said. Isn't that beautiful connection? Connect the dots through all of that. This is for the full moon and penumbral lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio. Is we are getting into being that aligned with our purpose. So let me read this out to you. It says, living my life with purpose means that I'm doing what aligns with my beliefs and values. It means that I am doing what feels aligned with my soul's purpose. I contribute to the greater good in ways that has meaning to me. That actually gave me goosebumps, because that is such a powerful way to wrap up everything that I just said and the different pieces of guidance that came through for us here. So powerful week ahead. I wish you a beautiful week, first week of May. And like I said, if you need any support or need some more clarification on anything I said here, put it in the comments or message me directly. Much love to you. I'll be back here again with you next week. Have a great week.